This is andthatisTrice, and I am, of course, Trice. Thank you so much for stopping back by. If you are a returning member of the Trice Tribe, gang. And if you are new and just checking us out and seeing what we got going on over here, thank you as well for stopping in. It never goes unnoticed or unappreciated. We see you, baby. We see you. So today, y'all, I am super excited. I am using one of my favorite colors. I've done like maybe two green looks, at least one green look already on my channel, but the difference with this one is that I am using the ELF Bite Size Eyeshadow in hot Jalapeno. I love it. I think that's so freaking cute. If you have been on my channel before, I have done 2 other looks with 2 other bite-sized shadow palettes. So I think I did Carnival Candy, and I have done another one. It was like a silver situation. Check them out. They're on my channel. So if you are interested in looks like that using this same type of palette, then you'll like those too. I don't know. I think green is just my color. Your girl has a thing for the greens. At one point, green was my favorite color until I discovered blush pink. But we can still rock, okay? We can rock. Green can still get the business because it just complements brown eyes so well. It complements a bunch of different eye colors very well, but the brown just really pops with the green. I am obsessed with this look. I think it's super pretty. You can take it up, take it down. And I didn't use any water, any spray with these shimmers. You'll see it later down the line in the video. But baby, this is a palette. I will say, oh Jesus, everything's falling. I will say that this dark green kind of gave me trouble. Now, I don't know if it's the way that I put it down or the way that I blended it out. It might have been me, might have been the shadow, but it wasn't my favorite. There was a lot of fallout, so be aware. Do not use this after you've already done your face. You will be upset. You will be mad. Don't do that. So I would recommend, you know, just taking your time with this darkest green because it'll take you there. And that's why I ended up cutting my crease. I wasn't going to do it at first, but girl, we had to get it back in order because it was just going all over the place. So you'll see down the line. But other than that, love this palette, love the shimmers. Think it's phenomenal. I always try to use all the shades in the palette for best representation when I do these type of looks, so I did use all 4. So, of course, use your own inspiration if you don't want to use mine. This is just to kind of give you an idea. Did I mention this was $3? $3. But I will have all the products listed down below per usual. I'm using some of the same stuff that I've used before, so it's not anything too crazy that you're missing. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy the content, the look, if you enjoy me. And go ahead and subscribe, sis, if you're not a part of the Trice Tribe. You're gonna be back. You're going to love it here. We have talks, we get beats, we do all of that. So you don't want to miss out. So if you want to know how to look like a hot jalapeno using the ELF Bite Size Shadow in Hot Jalapeno, then just keep on watching.
Alright, hey y'all. So we are going to be priming our eyelids with the ELF Camo Concealer, the 16-hour Camo Concealer, excuse me girl, in Tan Sand, just to act as a base for the shadows. And I'm also going to be setting this with some Morphe Banana Setting Powder, just to give everything a fair chance so it lays smoothly and we can do the doggone thing. Alright, so now the star of the show, the ELF Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette in Hot Jalapeno. I am going in with this Morphe M441 brush and that darkest green shade. And I'm just starting off by patting it. I didn't know how it was going to perform, but I didn't want it to come up super patchy just by swiping it across my eyes. So I kind of pat it down and then I blend it out with the same brush. So as you can see, it gives me some fallout, and you'll see a little bit more later. So yeah, just be aware that it is a darker shade, so it makes sense why there would be a little fallout. But again, I'm just taking that shade and then just patting it down and slowly blending it out. Now taking that brighter green right beside it. These don't have names either, y'all, just for reference. So that's why I keep just saying this shade and this shade. But I'm placing that on top of the green shade we just put down. So closer to my brow, higher on my eye, just to kind of diffuse the dark green. And then I go back into it with a fluffier brush just to kind of get those harsh edges out. Now we are going to end up cutting our crease. So I feel like this was necessary because, girl, it started to all come together. Now, it may have been the way that I put the colors down or the way that I blended. Like I said, this was all experimentation, okay? But I just wanted a cleaner look, so I took that same ELF Camo concealer and I just carved out my crease. I'm not going to go all the way to the end, but I am going to go pretty far and get close to it, and then I'm going to smudge out the edges with my finger just to blend the green in with the concealer. And then if you made any mistakes, that's what concealer's for, girl, correcting. Okay, you get a second chance with concealer, so you use it. Then I'm taking that green shade and just cleaning up the edges of the concealer so that everything kind of flows the way it's supposed to. Now, don't worry if some of the dark shadow got on the concealer, because we're going to be covering that with shimmery shades anyway, so it doesn't need to be super blank, super clean. You can just kind of leave it as it is. And take your time doing your cut crease. I had trouble with this eye. This is my problem eye. She don't be wanting to listen. But anyways, going into that gold shade, I'm taking this flat ELF brush. I think this is the eyeshadow C brush. And I was impressed, okay? Your girl was impressed with the shimmers. Look at that. No water, no spray, no prayer. Okay, it just went on so buttery and so beautiful. And I mean, you can see it for yourself. So I'm putting that towards the front end of my eye in my inner corner. Then I'm using that smaller brush to make sure I get around the edges really good and don't put too much shimmer all up in my crease. Then I'm going into that green that is right next to the gold shimmer, and I'm placing that right behind it. So you want to kind of mix the two together. It's okay if the green touches the gold. That is kind of the point. It makes it melt a little bit better when you do that. So I'm going to be going back and forth with the green and the gold, just trying to mesh and mold everything together. And then I'm using my finger to put a little bit more gold on because I wanted to see how they performed with my finger. And same thing, still popping. Taking that light green matte shade, I'm just making sure to clean up the edges just a little bit more. And then I am taking the light green shade, the matte one, and the dark green shade and going on the outer edges of my eye to tie the look together. So this kind of brought that green, the shimmers in with the mattes. Now I'm just creating a wing with my ELF liquid liner in jet black. Nothing new here, but I just feel like liner helps tie it all together, wrap it in a bow, make it look neater, especially if you messed up or it's not as precise as you want it to be. So just take your time, draw your wing. Then I have the lashes that I use down below. I still have the box, which is good for me. Pat on the back for me. But I can't remember it right now, y'all, as I'm doing this voiceover. I'm laying in my bed, so I'm not getting up. The lashes will be down below, but they are mist lashes from the beauty supply. Y'all know those are the only thing I wear at the moment. The only ones I've been wearing, honestly. And so, yeah, after you dry your wing, we're just going to pop on our lashes. And we're also going to do our whole face. Because this is about Miss Hot Jalapeno, okay? This is not about Trice's face. Alright, girls, so we got our face done. Now we're going to take that gold shade and place that right on our inner corner, just really sloppily, really messy, because I think that it looks prettier that way when you just kind of let it do its thing. It's very controlled on the top, but the bottom, just start with the gold and go into the green shimmery shade, and then we're going to go into the mattes. So I'm going to use that lighter green matte shade closer towards the edges. Then we're going to use the darker shade just a little bit, girl. We just going to tap, tap, tap in, word to sweetie, and put a little bit on the edges, but we don't want it too dark. So just be careful because it does go a long way, and we already did our face, so we don't want too much fallout. Now taking my L'Oreal Carbon Black Mascara, I'm blending my lashes with the false ones. And then we're also going to bring out our lower lashes with the same mascara so that they pop out as well, and everything on the bottom is matching the top. We love it when a look comes together, okay? And it's coming together for us right here. This is a moment. Now we're just dusting away any excess powder on the face. Then I'm going to go into that green shade and use that as a highlighter. I thought this would be really cool, and it turned out really well. Like, it looks glowy and your skin looks dewy. It's just really pretty. So if you want to use that gold as a highlighter, ta-da, you definitely can. You can go as light or as intense as you want, but it definitely does work. So we love a palette that gives us versatility. It's giving me 2-in-1. And then I'm just blending in my highlighter with my Real Technique sponge. I'm going to place a little of that green shimmery shade in my brow, kind of at the peak. And then I'm just plucking out any extra hairs because, yeah, you don't want to see those. Now I'm just drawing on my faux moles with my Jordana pencil. Then I'm going to set my face with the ELF mist. And I think this is matte. Girl, it'll be down below. Now I'm lining my lips with this Ebin lip pencil in Coffee. And then we're going to go on top with this Maybelline Superstay matte lipstick. Really pretty, kind of fall inspired color. I thought it went great with the green. Again, it'll be down below because I can't think of the name. And I'm not getting up. And then that will complete the look, babes.